Are you parenting autistic or ADHD kids and would love a calmer home, especially at meal times? You've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to share 3 simple ways to bring more calm into the family home, where the family's nervous system can settle without outside help, spending loads of time or loads of money to do this. And stay to the end because I have a really good bonus tip that will really help you. I'm Natasha and I help parents of neurodiverse kids create calmer homes where there are less meltdowns, better focus, improved emotional regulation and sleep. Before I go into the tips, I want to share a quick story with you. I worked recently with a lovely couple and they had a 10-year-old ADHD son and a 7-year-old autistic daughter. Well, she was waiting for a diagnosis actually. Their mum, Claire, said they were both fussy eaters and that meal times were an absolute nightmare. She said it was really hard to get them off their phones, and once they were at the table, whether it was breakfast, lunch or dinner, they were either really resistant to eat or had a meltdown, shut down or even left the table. She said she made meals that she knew they liked, things like pizza, pasta, mac and cheese, and she served meals at the same time every night. And she was also promising them sweets if they ate their dinner. She was really concerned actually that they just weren't getting the right nutrition, they were missing out on vital nutrients, and their diets shrank to just a few safe foods that they ate, and meal times turned into a source of dread for the whole family. It was really affecting the family's mood, energy, and the whole family atmosphere in the home. Poor Claire was at her wit's end, and when she called me, she was saying, I just don't know what to do. She told me all about how she was doing dinner times, and I said, sometimes it's not just about the food, it's actually about the environment. And I said it's really important to create an environment where the children's nervous systems, which are really sensitive when they're ADHD or autistic or any kind of neurodiversity, where their nervous systems feel safe enough and calm enough to be able to eat. It's been scientifically proven that kids really struggle with sensory overload, especially at meal times in the kitchen. I shared the Scrumptious Food S.C.A.L.E.S strategy, which I created to help support parents at meal times to reduce sensory overload in the dining area and present food in a predictable way that sparks curiosity instead of resistance, or a Spaghetti-Style Standoff. Claire followed the steps and called me a few weeks later. It's amazing, she said. They both eat their breakfast calmly and get out the door on time. It's completely changed my mornings. And she said she even found herself humming on the way to school. So here are 3 ways that you can bring more calm into the home. Tip number 1, soften the lighting. If you've got overhead lighting, put it on a dimmer switch. If you don't have a dimmer switch, you can get an electrician to change it. Till then, turn that off and just use soft table lamps with warm bulbs. This helps the nervous system to settle because bright white light is not calming at all for the nervous system. Quick interruption. If you're enjoying this video, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps to reach more parents, and give me a comment on what your family is struggling with at meal times. Tip number 2, become an audio detective. What sounds are going on in the kitchen when they start to unravel? They're sensitive to even low-level background noise. Is the dishwasher on? To them, it might sound like a jet engine. Is the clock ticking on the wall? Maybe it sounds like a ticking bomb to them, because they can experience sound very differently to how you do. Ask yourself, what can I do to minimize noise when they're in the area? Can you wait to put on noisy appliances when they're not in that space? For example, put the dishwasher on after they leave for school or after supper when they're upstairs in their rooms. Can you swap the ticking clock for a piece of art and just have a small silent clock instead? It's really important to change our beliefs that if it doesn't bother you, the sound, it won't bother them, because sound isn't universal, it's deeply personal. And tip number 3 is make meal times predictable. And this isn't just about having meal times at the same time every night. It's about preparing them what to expect and what's expected of them. If you are organised and you have time, you could do a meal plan for the week and pop it on the fridge so they can see what meals they're having on what night. You might have a cleaning rota to say who's setting the table, who's clearing up after dinner. Whatever you can do to prepare them for what's ahead will really help things. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I was going to share a bonus point. Be kind to yourself. If you're parenting kids, whether they're neurodiverse or not, the load we carry as parents is heavy. It can be overwhelming, it can be stressful, it can be exhausting. A couple of tips to really help you. Tip number 1, try a breathing exercise like box breathing, just for a few minutes before a stressful time of day. It could be before a school morning or before supper time, to get yourself in a positive mindset. And tip number 2, when you're feeling in that kind of mindset of dread and stress, try and do something to change your physicality. So either move around, whether it's a bit of exercise or dance to your favourite song, or listen to a piece of music that's uplifting to get into a more positive mindset. You'll be modelling calm for your kids. And even if it takes a little while, stick with it. Be patient. You're doing a great job.